It's your girl Ashley I Be Ballin' with the I Be Ballin' Basketball Show. You already know. And today we're gonna review REZ Ball, the Netflix movie based on true stories. But first, let me introduce William.
What up?
What up, cuz?
What up?
What up? Let's talk about your channel, Road to William on YouTube.
Uh, Road to William, come check me out. I do interviews. I dive into different theories, different quests. Um, yeah, come check me out. I'm on all platforms. Road to William.
Yeah, one stop shop channel. Get all the knowledge. Get news. Get reviews. Get interviews. Whatever you want. Got it all.
Mhm.
So let's get it popping. REZ Ball, great movie. What I like to do with my movie reviews is give me one word that describes the movie REZ Ball. My word would just be unity because it is a sports film. It's like it's about basketball, but it dives into deeper issues as well. And I feel like after tragedy struck, they had to unite. They needed a little bit of everybody, the team, the adults, the coaches, um, different parents. They needed to band together and bond on and off the court. Um, because, you know, they're trying to get to a championship. And in order to do that, you need unity. What would be your word?
Patience,
Ooh, okay, okay, okay.
because throughout the film, it reminded me of how life is like. Life is gonna life, right? But in order to get through the hard times, there's no like easy. It's not an easy quest. It's not an easy thing to go through. But if you go through it and you're patient, there is like um, lighter days, brighter days. Um, and so I think they had to be patient with the coach. They had to be patient with themselves, with their emotions. So I think it just reminded me of something to put in your bag on the road of the going on your journey is patience.
That's a good word because it's a virtue. Patience is a virtue. And I don't I'm like a doctor. I ain't got no patience. No, it's one. But I don't have patience, but sometimes you do need patience because, things are going to take time. Things won't happen overnight. Bad things won't go away overnight. You know, it takes a while to heal. Um, so Red's Ball is about, they're trying to win a championship, right? And they have star player in Natani. That's his name. And this is like he just suffered a loss like a year ago to his mother and his sister when a drunk driver killed him. So he's suffering from that sadness, right? In that grief. Basketball does feel he's the star player, he's the top player. When you watch him play basketball, it seems like he's not reminded that much about it. But when basketball stops, he sees that his family isn't there. He still has his dad, and I like that his friend Jimmy Holiday, tries to be there for him. That's like their best friends, and he's like Robin to his Batman. And it's about Natani committing suicide. And so now it's like the whole team has to deal with that grief, but they're also in the middle of the season. How do you want to continue to play? How do you still strive for that championship? And they even said that a lot of people in the reservation do commit suicide at high rates. So I think that's some of the themes. Like, of course, basketball's a theme, suicide's a theme. I think community, um, but you also there's different characters. There's Jimmy Holiday. You see him deal with, he's got to work, um, and he's also got to deal with his mom, who is kind of like she's not very positive. She's pessimistic. She's also an alcoholic, and but you're also dealing with the female coach who was a WNBA star, and now she's back home coaching this team. How do she get them to come together? Because at first they're arguing, they're bickering at each other, they're not playing team ball, they don't really trust each other, and she used different ways and to connect the team. And I think a lot of the characters are very good. I don't think we know a ton about them, but do you have like a favorite character that you liked to watch? Was it the coach? Was it Jimmy Holiday? Was it his mother? Or um, was it Natani's father who actually gave her Jimmy's mom a job and she started attending AA? Um, who was your favorite character?
Um, I think the coach,
Heather Hobbs.
Heather, because if she would have quit, if she would have quit, like none of this really would have went this way. And her not quitting and giving up when her partner left her, even when one of her teammates passed away, even when all this stuff was like being thrown at her, she showed resilience. She showed that no matter what you throw at me, um, I'm still going to persevere. I'm still going to strive, not just for myself, but for other people. Like, if this was just like a plaque on the wall type of thing, it wouldn't have lasted. It wouldn't have meant anything. But because she truly cares about the people on her team, she sees the impact it has on their community and what basketball means to a lot of people. She decided to like take that on. So I'm gonna give it to the coach because from her staying afloat, keeping everyone afloat, she brought in the community. If it wasn't for her like being there, Jimmy would Jimmy wouldn't have like a boost to keep going after his best friend died. And without that boost, his mom wouldn't have seen that, dang, if he can come out of that, I know I can come out of this. And that made her want to push herself. And Natani, that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
If Natani's father was always going to be that person. I don't think anything had to happen. But when you're ready to make a change in life, um, the steps are already ordered. They're already there. Like, so it's like it's just like comparing it to the bad steps. Like, Is that liquor store still gonna be there if you want it? Yeah. But if somebody's gonna, if you want a job and you want to try and like better yourself, is there gonna be someone there? Yes. It just depends on what do you want to choose because they're always gonna be there. So I feel like um, the community just kept pushing each other, because a lot of times we see, and a lot of times now we see a lot of rejections, you know, a lot of despair, a lot of emails of rejection. And so it was nice to see this movie was like, no, there are people out there that will embrace you and stuff like that. But I will say The Coach is my favorite.
Yeah, yeah, I liked her. Um, I probably would give it to Jimmy Holiday, being he grew as a leader, so there was like some character development. He didn't know how to be like sort of like the captain, but he became the captain and he learned how to lead. Um, he was embracing his, Navajo traditions, using different terms in their language for like plays. And oh, I thought, what he did at the farm. Heather Heather is a great character because Heather took the team to her grandmother's farm and they was tasked to rein in the sheep. And Jimmy was like kind of drawing plays in the sand to get the team to get the sheep back, and it worked. And that was like the first kind of teamwork they really showed, so that was dope.
Mm.
And I do like Jimmy's character because he had to overcome, sometimes his voice is in your head. It's like doubt because, the mom was like, you know, she was negative, you're never going to make it out of here because, he had dreams of making it out of there, getting a scholarship and stuff. And so I did like how he overcame even his mom's, negativity. So that was good. Oh, I want to say, do you have a favorite scene? Is it a favorite scene, a basketball scene? I loved all of the basketball scenes. I think the director, her name is Sydney Freeman, I believe. Let me see. Sydney Freeman. No, yes, Sydney Freeland. Sydney Freeland. Um, she directed REZ Ball, and I do like all the basketball scenes, especially when Jimmy was at the free throw line and it went like sort of dark, and the mom was sitting right there, putting doubt in his ear, um, and so he made the free throw that he really needed. And I thought that the music was fire. They had good music. Oh, especially there was like music where it was embracing like um, different different Indians, different Navajo traditions, and the music and all those was blending in together during the basketball scene. So I liked those, instrumentals. Oh, and so the camera movements, they were very fluid. So I liked all the basketball scenes. Oh, and there was a lot of great funny scenes, like when they had to play against the girl team. They were like, oh, these girls, they thought they were gonna beat them, but they was playing the way they needed to play res ball, play fast, play with pace, use your quickness and your guard like skills. And so they would trade different jokes, and the commentators, they had different funny jokes. So it was a good blend of like drama with some, lighter moments. What was your favorite scene or scenes?
Yeah, that free throw one. I've never really seen a movie capture it like that before. Like, what's in your head? that's really the biggest block anyone could ever give you. It's right in your head. So I like that. That was a dope shot.
Yeah, because sometimes it's not even about overcoming others. It's overcoming your what's in your own mind. And sometimes we put those negative thoughts in our own mind. Sometimes it's about what we read or see. Sometimes it's remembering the negativity, what people say. Like he remembered what his mom, even though his mom was changing for, the better, she still says some messed up stuff in the past. And sometimes your mind plays tricks on you, like, oh, you are having a good relationship with your mom again, a little healing, but and sometimes the negativity stuff still pops up instead of the positive. Um, oh, and one of the writers was a co-writer on Reservoir Dogs. Um, his name was Sterling Harjo. So, and this movie was based on the book Cannon Dreams. So those are some good tidbits about the movie. So I liked the writing and I liked the directing from Sidney Freeland and Sterling Harjo. And I think it was blended about the novel Cannon Dreams and also blended in a little bit of um, the director's basketball career. So that was cool. Is there any pros, any cons to the movie you would like to say? Um, my pro would just be like I love basketball movies. I love how they intertwine, life lessons with basketball. So I think that was especially in a deep storyline as, suicide. They did a good job. And a con would just be, I think sometimes it's just not enough time, really. Good movies are like an hour, 30 minutes. Sometimes people make it too long, like 2 hours. It's like, but they probably should have, and who knows, maybe, they could do another movie, but maybe dive into the women's stories a little more, like the Coach Hobbs story a little bit about the WNBA and how she came back. Mm, and I know that the mom and the coach, they had a little thing going on that wasn't really quite explained in the movie. Let's explore a little bit about Jimmy's mom, because the mom could hoop too. They showed a scene where she was playing one-on-one with the son at the end. I thought that was dope. So maybe dive in a little more deeper into that, but maybe there was not enough time. Maybe let's see what happens with Jimmy and the rest of his basketball career. We don't know. In another pro, I learned a little bit more about the Navajo traditions. Um, their colors, their music, their language. Also, like they had the sage, and it was sort of like cleansing negativity. They would like cleanse it with sage, the players. Also, maybe let's see what another con. Oh, it's not a con, but another scene I liked is when they were in the championship game. The other team was using their Navajo language against them. They knew all of their plays in Navajo language, so I was like, oh wow, that was cool. But yeah, the Warriors won in the end, and yeah, I thought it was great. Any pros or cons?
No cons, just pros. Good film, good storyline, good movie. Um, Captured emotions very well. Learned a lot about, again, your traditions, people, their origins, and their struggles. Um, but yeah, I liked a lot the movie overall.
Yeah, I would definitely rate the movie. There's not really. I would definitely rate it a 5 because I feel like I don't know. I would rate it maybe a 4.7. That's what I would do. Not a full 5. But I would definitely rate it a high 4. High 4.8, 4.7. How would you rate the movie?
5 out of 5.
5
Like
out of
Black
5.
Jewel on American Idol. 5 out of 5.
All right, all right, all right. Yeah, because overall it did have a good storyline and good life lessons, good basketball scenes,
Mm.
good characters showing the different struggles in life. It was well put together. Give it a hand clap. And REZ Ball, I I feel like they should I feel like there's another movie that's similar to REZ Ball. So I think they should keep it up, keep doing these movies because I think there's even like a couple of basketball players I've seen, whether they're like maybe they're on the Badgers. I think there was even Shoni. That's her name. Shoni. She played in the WNBA. She was so exciting. And I feel like they should do a documentary on her or something. But thank you, cuz, for joining me. Make sure you go check out Road to William on YouTube and on social media platforms. Any last words?
Make sure y'all take care of yourselves, drink water, and be easy.
Yeah, self care is important. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to I Be Ballin' Basketball and stay ballin' forever and take care of yourselves. Get some sleep, eat your vegetables and fruit, drink water, get those electrolytes. Also, stay positive. You know, take your time. You know, have some fun. Build on your goals. Surround yourself with people and your loved ones. Hold them tight. Yeah. And good night. Thank you. Like Steph Curry, good night. Yeah, like Steph Curry, night night, Curry. But yeah, peace. What up? Check out my REZ Ball movie review. Netflix movie based off of, true events. It's about a high school basketball team trying to rebound after a devastating loss of their star player and friend. And this Get Up and Cheer underdog story. Navajo subtitles available. I learned more about, REZ Ball and the Navajo traditions, learned about community, being an underdog, the team, they was trying to bounce back. They was trying to, get up at the trials and tribulations. And it's about, overcoming and persevering, and shows a true community, definitely shows leadership, definitely great basketball highlights in there. LeBron James helped produce it. The team was fighting at first, but then they bonded together and really did big things. And I recommend everybody go check it out and tune in to my recap. Peace.